Once upon a time, there was a town as beautiful as a picture. Its name was Hamelin. Nestled in the lap of the mountains, the red-tiled roofs of the town sparkled in the sun, and a clock tower in the center ticked away the time. But there was no laughter on the faces of the people. Hamelin was infested with rats. Black rats, grey rats, baby rats, old rats. Rats gnawed on bread in the bakeries. Rats made nests inside school children's books. And a rat even slept in the mayor's beard at night. People wrapped themselves in blankets at night, yet sleep wouldn't come over the sound of constant nibbling. Even the cats were so terrified they sat high in the trees, not daring to come down. Mayor Greedy had a bald head, a protruding belly, and a thick gold chain around his neck. Every day he sat in court and commanded, "Drive away the rats. Whoever succeeds shall be rewarded." An herbalist came with smoke. The smoke made the people cough, but the rats just danced. A sorcerer came with incantations. Hearing the chants, the rats clapped their paws, but did not leave. Ships full of cats were brought from abroad, but the rats banded together and chased the cats away. Finally, the mayor beat his brow, crying, "Alas, my golden city has become a kingdom of rats." On one such grey afternoon, a stranger appeared at the city gates. He was tall, gaunt, and wore a patched coat, half red and half yellow. His eyes were green as forest leaves. In his hand was a long flute with strange engravings. He wore no shoes, yet the pebbles on the path did not pierce him. Most wondrous of all, he cast no shadow on the ground. The man walked straight into the mayor's court. In a low voice he said, "I hear you have a plague of rats. I can drive them away." The mayor narrowed his eyes. "You? What is your name? How much do you want?" "I have no name. People call me the Magician of Melodies. My price is 1,000 gold coins. I will take it when the job is done. If I fail, you may take my head." The minister whispered, "Sire, he could be a fraud." The magician pressed the flute to his lips. One puff, a note so sharp rang out that the glass chandeliers in the court shattered. The rats hiding under the tables squeaked in terror and fled. The mayor leaped from his chair. "Agreed, agreed, start today." The magician bowed his head. "When the moon rises, and remember, keep your promise, even children remember." That night was a full moon. At midnight, the clock tower tolled. The city was silent. The magician stood at the crossroads of the 4 main streets. He closed his eyes and blew into his flute. At first, it sounded like a breeze, then like a distant river calling. Finally, it sounded like a mother's lullaby. There was no crying in that melody, no laughter, only a summons. "Come, come, come home." From cracks in the walls, from the mouths of sewers, and through holes in sacks of flour, the rats began to emerge. 1, 10, hundreds, millions, black, grey, brown, a river of rats flowed through the city streets. They did not run or bite. Their eyes were half closed, as if they were sleepwalking. The magician began to walk. The rats followed him. Lights flickered in windows. Children watched from their fathers' laps. Little Mina whispered, "Mama, where are they going?" Her mother hugged her tight and said, "They are going to sleep, child. They have been awake for a long time." Past the city, past the wheat fields, and across the river, the magician stood beneath the black mountain. In the belly of the mountain was a cave, its mouth gaping open like a dark void. The magician entered. The river of rats followed. As the tail of the very last rat disappeared inside, a massive boulder rolled down from the mountain peak. Thump! The cave mouth was sealed. Dawn broke. Hamelin awoke to find not a single rat, not one. The bakeries were empty of them, the school bags were empty of them, and even the mayor's beard was empty. People danced in the streets. The magician is a god. The magician is our king. The magician arrived at the mayor's court. His coat was dusty, his eyes weary. My payment. The mayor twirled his mustache and laughed. 1,000? What nonsense. There weren't that many rats, maybe 10 or 20. Here, take 50 coins, out of my kindness. The wealthy men roared with laughter. Cheat, beggar. The magician's green eyes slowly turned the color of ash. Very softly he said, Mr. Mayor, if you cannot give gold, give your word. When a word is broken, even the mountains weep. I will return this evening. Think carefully. What will you do? The rats are gone, the mayor mocked. The magician left. Before going, he placed his hand on the head of Tim, a lame boy sitting on the church steps. Tim had a crooked leg and moved with crutches. Does it hurt? The magician asked. Tim nodded. It does, but my heart wants to run. If the heart desires, one day the legs will run too. Remember that. It was Sunday. The church bells rang. Children were running in their new clothes. Parents were chatting on balconies. Suddenly, a different melody floated through the air. This was not a song of sleep. It was a song of play. It sounded like merry-go-rounds spinning, like tops whirling, like cotton candy blooming, like a mother's laughter. Mina was gathering flowers in the courtyard. They fell from her hands. Adventurous Tom was flying a kite. He let go of the string. Ricky the bookworm closed his math book. Shy Lily, who never laughed out loud, began to giggle. All the children of the city, 130 of them, came out into the street. Their eyes were half closed, smiles on their faces. They walked in a line. The magician led them, his coat now sparkling like a rainbow. His flute was made of silver with a blue stone at its tip. Mina's mother screamed from the window. Mina, where are you going? Mina did not hear. Her father ran and picked her up. In her trance, Mina cried, Let me go, Papa, he is calling. Then she slipped from her father's arms and rejoined the line. Soldiers rushed out with swords, but the melody froze their feet. Tears streamed down their faces. One whispered, I used to hear this song in my dreams when I was little. The mayor screamed from his balcony, Stop them! My grandson is going too! I will give the gold! No one listened. The music was calling everyone. Past the city, past the fields, and across the river, the procession climbed the black mountain. Where the boulder had been the day before, a door appeared. A massive stone door carved with laughing children, flowers and butterflies. The door opened on its own. Light poured out from within, blue, golden, pink. In the gardens grew trees made of clouds, with ice cream fruiting on the branches. Rivers of milk and honey flowed. Toy horses flew in the sky. There no one scolded, no one hit, and no one felt hunger. The magician stood at the threshold. He turned and looked at the children. For the first time, he smiled. This is your city. Here, if a leg is crooked, wings grow instead. Here, crying is forbidden. Will you stay? 130 heads nodded in unison. Tim was panting, leaning on his crutches. He fell. The magician picked him up. You cannot go, Tim. You have work to do. You must go back and tell them what you saw. Tell them what happens when grown-ups break their word. Can you do that? Tim nodded through his tears. The magician set Tim down at the foot of the mountain. Then he stepped toward the door. The door closed. Stone became stone again. Outside, there was only the wind and a broken half-flute lying on the ground. A wail of grief rose in Hamelin. Mothers tore their hair, fathers beat against the rocks. The mayor threw away his gold chain. Give me back my grandson, take everything. Tim stood among them, leaning against a wall without his crutches. He said there is a price to pay. You didn't pay it. What use is crying now? People dug into the mountain for days and nights. They moved rocks and found caves, but they never found the door. Inside the caves were only bats, and in one corner lay 130 pairs of small shoes. The years passed. Hamelin changed. The church bells no longer rang. The clock tower stopped. The street was renamed Silent Street. When a new baby was born, parents lived in fear. Few children were born. The mayor became a beggar. He sat at the street corner with a broken plate. Give me a coin. No, not a coin. Bring me my grandson. No one gave him anything. Tim grew up. His leg never straightened, but his voice grew strong. He traveled from village to village, telling stories to children. There once was a city where the grown-ups didn't keep their word, so the city became empty. When you grow up, give your word and keep it. 100 years passed. One day, a young woman came to Hamelin with a bag on her back and a diary in her hand. At the city gate, she saw a stone plaque that read, "On June 26, 1284, 130 children were lost from here because the elders broke their promise. The laughter of a child is worth more than gold." The young woman went to the Black Mountain. She pressed her ear to the stone. Through the wind, she heard laughter, the laughter of young voices, and very softly, very sweetly, the sound of a flute. She took out her diary and wrote, "They are well." Then she carved into the stone, "They are playing." It is said that on full moon nights, if you stand on the peak of the Black Mountain, you can still see a golden light deep within. 130 children are running through a flower garden. In the middle sits the magician. His hair has turned white, but his eyes are still green. He doesn't play the flute anymore. He tells stories. The children sit in a circle, listening. And Hamelin has come back to life. New children are born. They listen to the stories. They have learned that if you give your word, you must keep it. They look toward the mountain and wave. In the wind, a melody floats by, neither a cry nor a laugh, but a gentle reminder. Remember, if you are ever sitting by your window at night and suddenly feel the sound of a distant flute, do not be afraid. It is not the call of rats. It is the song of a promise. It says, "Keep your word. The little ones do not forget. And music never dies."